Hey, what's going on? Kellen Cowan with New Wave Solutions in a two-part series on your iPhone. Now, last time we talked about privacy. Out of the box, your iPhone simply gives Apple too much information. I want to take a deeper dive into settings today and talk about security. Why is it important? Well, think about what you put on your phone. We've got everything from our bank account to our PayPal account, and we've also got mail. Not only locally, but for a lot of employees, we have our company mail on our phones. So we need to make sure they're secure. Now, out of the box, they're not necessarily secure, and I want to start with your passcode. A 4-digit passcode is not secure. Even using Face ID or fingerprint ID, it's easily compromised. And worse yet, if I'm at a Starbucks, how easy is it for somebody to stare over my shoulder and memorize 4 digits? So let's address that. If you'll get your iPhone, we're going to go into settings, and you're going to go to Touch ID or passcode. And if you have a brand new phone, you may see Face ID and passcode. Let's click in it. Then we're going to go to Change Passcode. Once we're in there, we're going to go into Password Options. And when you see options, you'll have a numeric and an alphanumeric option. I prefer the alphanumeric. It lets me set up a custom passcode with actual letters and numbers in it, right? Why is this important? Well, if you go simply from 4 to 5 digits, your password's 10 times more secure. And like I said earlier, the longer the better in case somebody's staring over your shoulder. And think about it, 99% of the time, you're not even using that passcode. You're using your fingerprint or your face to unlock your phone. So now that we've got that covered, I want to jump into your lock screen. So again, under Touch ID and Passcode in settings or under Face ID and Passcode, let's hop in, and what you're going to see is options under lock screen. It's actually going to say allow access when locked. Let's jump in there, and you're going to be surprised at all the things you can access when your phone's locked. For me personally, just to get you guys started, there's an option for home control because I have smart devices like cameras, and I also have door locks. I don't want somebody from the lock screen of my phone being able to unlock my home. The other thing that I've turned off is Siri. You can access a surprising amount of data and applications just by talking to Siri. I've disabled that from my lock screen. And finally, what I think is most important is called two-factor authentication. And this is a little different in settings. You're going to go to settings, and at the top, you're actually going to click on your name. When you click on your name, you're going to look for passwords and security, and then you're going to look for two-factor authentication. Now, why is this important? Two-factor authentication adds a step other than just your username and passcode, okay? So when I try to log in from a different device into my iCloud account, it's going to send an email or a text message. This is very, very important because you don't want your passcode compromised. You could have had your username and password for that leaked on a third-party site at any time in the last decade with all the breaches that are happening. Another challenge is if I call a local cellular company or if I call Apple and I have enough information on you as a person, I can manipulate the employee into resetting my passcode. So two-factor authentication is a must. We talked about privacy, now we've dove into security. If you guys would just take a second, right? Because both you and your company can be vulnerable with what you have on your cell phone, and just make yourself more secure with these 3 simple steps. For any other questions or for more information, you can find us at www.newwavesolutions.com or call my team, 918-289-2093. Again, this is Kellen with New Wave Solutions. Let's not sacrifice our security over convenience.